Okay.
All right, how's everyone doing today? This is our very first episode of This Week in Foolishness. I'm your host, Jake. My buddy Joe, who will be a reoccurring guest, is here.
Hi, everybody.
Hi. Hi, everybody.
I'm a little nervous, man.
A little nervous for the first podcast that no one's probably ever going to listen to.
No way, man. We're going to be famous one day.
If that's what happens, that's what happens. Oh. But I doubt it.
Can't wait, man. Can't wait.
So this is a podcast where we come,
Coming?
I want to say weekly, but I don't know if it'll be weekly. Maybe it'll be bi-weekly, tri-weekly. I don't know. We're going to try and get a schedule, but I come to the table with a story every week, and my guests will each come with a story every week, and pretty much we're just going to tell it, rip on each other, make jokes, basically just like a fun hang that people might like. Anything you got to say?
No, let's get started.
All right, so Joe brings a story today, and what would your story be?
Oh, it's all about Bills game Sundays.
Bills game Sundays. So, since this is new and no one knows, we're out of Buffalo. We're right here in shady Orchard Park because there's no sun ever during the winter or Bills seasons. So, we're big Bills fans here. Boo us if you like. We know our team sucks.
They don't suck. They're in a transition period. They're working it out.
We've been in a transition period for 3 decades.
It's two.
3 decades, Joe.
Man.
I'm almost 30. The last time we went to the Super Bowl was when I was born.
No way, man. We're going to be good soon. Don't worry about it.
All right, so your story revolves around...
I actually have a couple stories.
Okay, that's fine. Couple stories.
One
stories.
One from
3.
2012.
Oh, he's giving dates.
One from this past Sunday.
We gotta be factual apparently. So, all right. Well, then let's start with the older one of the two.
Older of the two. I'm gonna change names. Kind of embarrassing.
Change names. Am I gonna know the name changes, or am I just gonna have to guess? Or are you gonna fill me in at the end?
No, you're probably gonna know who
okay.
it is as soon as I say it. But just in case the cops have to get involved. It has to do with a murder.
What are you talking about?
Of a fan of the opposite team, the opposing team. So
now you're wigging me out. Like, well, Joe, I've known you for what, 3-4 years now, and like you're dropping murder on me.
Hey, I keep it close to the heart.
Joe, you know this is going out like on the internet. We can't get it back.
No, man.
All right,
it's a great story. I'm gonna start from the beginning.
Maybe the statute limitations are gone by now.
Man. But it was a Thursday night game. Bills Dolphins.
Ooh, squish the fish.
Kind of chilly out there, so we got there fairly early. Lots open at around 4:30. So we park. Shots are flowing. Beer's flowing. I feel like.
So you guys are getting sloppy by like 4:35.
Yes.
Okay.
This story is a pure example why the Buffalo Bills do not get night games. Okay.
This is probably also a prime example of why the Buffalo Bills are classified as the best team to tailgate at.
Oh man. And that's 4:30. That's just for Bills lots. You know these fuckers are out here drinking since noon.
Oh yeah.
For an 8:30 game.
At the corner of Milestrip and Abbott.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So we're just drinking and drinking. You know, we're feeling it. We start having to pee a little bit. So we're running back and forth to the porta potty. My buddy, we'll call him Davey. Okay.
Davey.
And his girlfriend Judy. Okay, they're pretty drunk. And do we remember Mario Williams? Pretty good player on our part.
Of course you remember Mario Williams. Every time I hear the song I Hurt Myself Today, I think of Mario Williams.
Mario Williams. He was pretty good when he played here. Until we switched defense. But that's beyond the point. So
this is a football podcast, Joe.
I know. But, well, Davey sacked his girlfriend, Judy, on the pavement. And the best thing about it was...
Joe, it's 2018. What are you doing?
Well, this was before all that shit. Before the Me Too.
Abuse on the first episode.
He didn't put everything into it. She deserved it. She was wearing a Kelly jersey. He was wearing a Mario Williams jersey. Quarterback, defensive end. Bam. He sacked her. She fell to the ground, bloodied up. Another Bills fan walked past, and all he said was, "Yeah, I hope Mario gets a couple of those tonight."
Oh my God! Not even a soul said anything about tackling a woman.
No way.
No.
Judy's crying. It was awesome. Anyway, story continues.
Wait, I just got the connection between Judy and. Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, story continues. This season, first season with season tickets. My girlfriend, now wife, was a season ticket holder with us. Thank you. He showed up for about 5 minutes to the wedding.
Listen, it was a long day at work.
Ate dinner and split.
Yep. And had a couple cupcakes.
He loved it.
Yeah, it was great.
But anyway, this was her first and only season ticket year. And I feel like this is the game that caused it. Because I was so intoxicated. We're in line. And Davey and Judy, I'm about to fight a gentleman behind me. Because he keeps pushing me and I had to pee.
And I mind you guys don't know who Joe is. But Joe is, what are you, 5'8"? 5'8".
At that time, I was about 300 pounds.
Okay.
No longer that heavy.
Are you telling us or are you telling someone you want to know?
No.
You're letting the fans know that you're not fat anymore?
Well, I'm still kind of chubby. But still not 300. Anyway.
If you've ever seen Danny DeVito, he looked like the Puerto Rican version of Danny DeVito.
Whoa. Not that short.
All right, Danny DeVito on stilts.
Give me some inches. So
I'm just picturing Danny DeVito, this cannonball on stilts now.
This fucking jackass is behind me pushing me, right? I gotta pee so bad. And I look at him and I say, "Hey, you see that I'm stopping this line from hitting her in front of me, Judy. Do the same for me. Don't touch me. Don't push me. Don't hit me." And he said, "I'm trying to, man. I'm trying to." So, in the meantime, Judy, I'm going to fight this guy. Davey is getting into a fight with Judy. About to get into a fist fight with his girlfriend. I'm like, relax, dude. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my God.
It's a girl. You sacked her already. Now you want to punch her? Over politics. It was over politics, mind you. Anyway, this jabron behind me pushes me again.
Jabron.
I turn around and I'm ready to swing off. My girlfriend at the time pulls me through this line and magically I end up at the front of the line. I don't know how it happened, when it happened, where it happened. I'm in the game.
I just imagine her now. I can see it now. She's got you by the collar, dragging you on your heels, just through everyone like a linebacker, just pulling you.
And this line was freaking long, okay?
Now, this is at the gates, right? Like,
this gates, getting in.
Like going through metal detectors.
Yes, we're trying to get in. She pushes me to the front of the line. Thank God, because I was going to piss my pants as I was fighting this guy. I was going to pee myself.
You didn't have an open container that you could just piss in?
No. They make us throw it out before we get in line.
2 tickets in one? Public decency and open container? Come on.
So I get into the game. They let me in front of everyone. I pee. I get a beer. I sit down. I make kickoff. Where's my girlfriend? She didn't come in with me.
She just threw you in.
She went back.
She threw you in and went back where? Did you go to the car, to the bar?
No, she went back to wait with freaking Davey and Judy over here.
So she basically just pushed you up
to the front.
To the front and the gate.
And
let you go and she just walked back.
Yeah. What? So I make kickoff. I see the whole fucking game. They didn't come. They missed the whole first quarter because they were waiting this line. Okay. So we're in the game. And Judy's she's drunk already, she's feeling it. This Dolphins fan This is where it gets serious, guys.
Oh God!
This dolphin.
I thought this story inside of the story was the story, and now it's like a bubble inside of a bubble.
It's a turn.
You got like a pocket universe story here.
Now listen, this Dolphins fan getting a little rowdy, disrespectful, and the one thing you do not do is disrespect the Bills in Ralph Wilson Stadium. Now the Cap. I don't want to talk about the name. You don't want to do that. You can root for your team. Don't be disrespectful. Okay? So this guy is getting in a fight with everyone around him. Security comes down. Judy says it was him. Even though we were being pretty big dicks. We can't lie. That's just what we do. She gets him kicked out. Gone. Done. Later that night, we find out a Dolphins fan dies. And it was the one Judy got kicked out of the game.
How do you guys know this?
We're just assuming it was the one Judy got kicked out of the game.
This whole story
so
completely I'm just like, I'm pretty sure it is.
I'm pretty sure. This guy, he was peeing in the little river ravine, fell in, drowned. Dolphins fan, dead. And we think it was the one Judy got kicked out of the game.
Is this the one that we know that was in the news where he like walked super far?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I know.
You know exactly what I'm talking about. And that was that Dolphins fan. At least that's what we think. Okay. And that's what we call Duty the Dolphin fan killer.
The Dolphin fan.
Okay. Kind of like the Black Dahlia.
We don't know.
Charles Manson.
What?
She is the Dolphin fan killer. So, to any of you fans of visiting teams, Judy's around. You'd be scared.
Does Judy still go to games?
Oh, yeah. Well, she just had a baby this year, but she made it to the Monday night game.
Okay.
She got pretty rowdy.
Wait,
but she'll be back next season.
Was the Monday night game pre or post baby?
Post baby.
Okay.
Like 2 weeks post baby. Like she made it to that freaking game.
Really rowdy like 9 months.
Oh yeah, man. You think after that 2 beers, 3 beers, she was rowdy.
Oh jeez.
She was ready to go.
It's like me on the golf course.
and it was against the Patriots, and Duty would proudly send a Patriot fan to their death. I'll tell you right now. That's a diehard Bills fan.
Well, there you have it, guys. We now know the cause of the Dolphins fan who wandered himself into the river, pissed himself, and died. Dead. Judy got him kicked out and kickstarted the chain of events, the domino effect, if you want to call it.
Hey.
Man, I didn't know I was sitting here with an accomplice to I guess an accidental death.
I don't know, man. We just think it's him.
Listen to that back pedal. That back pedal so fast. He's backpedaling so fast he's throwing his beers around.
That's okay. So the cops get involved. I don't. We think it's that guy. I don't know. Don't know for a fact, guys.
All right. So, what's your past weekend story?
Oh. This is the best.
Is this the story that I think I know that involves 2 friends and a mirror?
No.
Or is this something different that I haven't heard yet?
Yes, this is.
You got this one from me while we talk on the phone.
Kept this one in my pocket.
Okay.
Up my sleeve.
So this is a fresh story that I don't know from Joe's Bills game experience.
Yes.
All right.
I have a friend. We'll call her Ebony.
With these names.
So
are you just changing names because you're gonna like promote this podcast and you don't want your friends to know?
No.
You want your friends to be like, "What the hell, dude? Why are you throwing my names out there, alleging I do these things?"
This might be embarrassing.
Yeah, that whole story was allegedly.
It's true.
Just allegedly happened.
It's true. It might be embarrassing.
Maybe I should already change the name of this podcast to allegedly this happened. First episode, we're already thinking about name change.
Listen, man.
Allegedly.
It might be embarrassing to her, okay?
I think that actually might be a better name.
Allegedly.
Just allegedly.
Allegedly. No, this really happened, though. This is not allegedly. This is not as serious, but it's still serious.
So this is about Ebony.
Ebony.
Which I don't know any correlation to anyone yet.
No.
So after this story, we'll have to.
You might still not.
Okay.
You won't connect the dots, but Ebony, you know, she took my buddy's tickets because we had 2 free tickets. People weren't going, and Judy wasn't going. So she took our tickets. I'm trying to get a hold of Ebony in the morning of Sunday before the Bills game, and she wasn't getting back to me. So I then text her boyfriend, and he's like, "Yeah, we're ready." So we pick him up. I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I was trying to get a hold of you. And she's like, "Oh, I dropped my phone in my toilet." I was like, "Oh." I was like, "Ha, you dropped your phone in the pee toilet." Ha. We make fun of her a good amount driving to the game. So we're parking and we're getting out. We're drinking. The pee toilet turns into a poo toilet because beers are flowing. So the story's getting funnier. You dropped your phone in a poo toilet. And she gets really quiet.
Okay.
I look at her. I'm like, "Wait a minute. Did you drop your phone in a poo toilet?" And she's like, "No." And then she got real quiet again. I'm like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "Fine. I'll tell you the real story." So what she did was sit down so fast she heard something clink and she didn't look. She thought she knocked something off the back of the toilet. She proceeds to poop.
No.
Okay, so she gets up and she noticed she didn't drop.
I'm literally just imagining this Hershey Kiss swirl of shit on her phone and just topped with a golden shower on the phone. This is what I'm imagining.
She didn't drop her phone in the poo toilet. She pooed on her phone.
Wait,
the toilet.
I have to ask, was the phone retrieved? Or was she like, "Fuck it, it's dead"?
She was telling me the story with the phone in her hand. She said, and yes, I brought that up. It was ratchet. That's why that's why I named her Ebony. Very ratchet. And she said that it wasn't fully submerged. Corner of it was out of the water.
A corner.
So she grabbed it by the corner.
I would have been holding that phone for the rest of my life by that corner.
And granted, this is probably after I high-fived her, and I was very upset about it. She said she watched.
You got poo ham, bro.
I know. Poo ham.
You just ate chicken wings with me with secondhand poo ham.
I did. Touch your face. So she dropped her phone in poo. Well, no, she pooed on her phone. She pooed on her phone.
Was this was a porta potty, right?
Mm-mm.
No.
At home.
This was at home.
She did this before the game. Remember? She wasn't texting me back. It's because her phone was broken.
Okay.
Because it was submerged in water and poo.
That one must have went in and out the other ear. I thought this was at...
No. If she dropped her phone in a freaking porta potty,
that
phone's staying in there.
That's what I'm like. She got it back. All right.
I have never gone in a porta potty at a Bills game and not seen diarrhea in that fucking porta potty.
Well, people have been drinking for 2 days before.
I feel like if you got a hard poop, you're waiting until you get in the game. Now, if you have diarrhea, you going where you gotta go. That's why you always see diarrhea.
Fucking.
So poo phone. And then the jokes keep flowing. Like, "Hey man, shit happens." Like phones like that. Isn't that some shit? Jokes are going. Phones are going.
So, obviously, it had to have been like a newer phone. Was it?
It was an iPhone.
Was it waterproof?
No way.
The most of the new ones are.
It wasn't that new.
No.
That's why it was broken.
Okay.
She wasn't getting text or nothing. It's broken.
Well, yeah, it was all clogged up with shit.
Yeah, shit.
The fucking cell phone signals weren't coming through all that shit.
So, and then we're talking and we're making fun of her, but then I realize how I poop. I pull my pants down and I sit comfortably. I was like, "How do you pull your pants down? One motion and sit down? Just like, bam."
Yeah, that's pretty weird.
That's like, sit down, pull your pants down, sit down. Like, bam, bam, bam. That's like weird.
Yeah, that's weird. So and she's a girl, so she's probably wearing yoga pants.
She was ready for the game already.
Yeah, so she's
wearing jeans, yoga pants underneath.
Okay.
She had layers.
I was thinking of just yoga pants and you know how girls tuck it in their waistband and maybe she was just
it was back pocket in her jeans, so she ripped her jeans down and sat down immediately and heard a clink. Thought she knocked something off the bat. Me personally, I would have looked. Like, damn, what did I just drop?
You don't know. She had fucking go. She didn't have time to look.
She had poop. She said it was a hard poop. So it was just
I want no hard poop.
Bam, right on it. No, I hope it was a hard poop because that would have been
no
real.
One doesn't look of what it was if you have a hard if you have a hard poop, you're looking because you're like, oh, I can hold it.
Also, she flushed the toilet with the phone in there.
Oh, probably hoping it would clean itself off a little.
Oh. And she has a case on it. You know that was in that case. Just in the case. Thinking about it now, I'm like, damn, I hope she took that case off and cleaned it.
I'm assuming this is like an iPhone 5 where it's like the glass front and back.
It's an iPhone SE. It's like newer, but it's like standard. I don't know. It's a weird phone. What the fuck is that? It's a weird phone. It looks like a brick still. It's not... Okay. I don't know, man.
Jesus Christ.
But yeah, she pooped on her phone. We didn't let it go. Later on Facebook, she posted, "Hey guys, phone broken. If you need me, DM me." And I just did a wide eye emoji because
come on, you wouldn't even do a poop emoji.
I wasn't gonna do that to her. Now I'm not a mean guy.
Should have been a wide eye and a poop emoji. Like you'd be like, "Oh shit."
Oh man, isn't that some
or
shit?
just an "oh shit." It would have been perfect as a response to that Facebook
just
post.
A shitty day, and we lost. Even shittier. But yeah, so that's my Sunday story from this week.
So I have a little tack on story that's very similar to your last story. My mom had a very similar incident like this a couple weeks ago, maybe about a month ago.
Is this a common occurrence?
It doesn't have to do with a phone, but it's worse.
It's
worse than a phone. So my mom drives a Cadillac CTS. They're the SUVs. Ooh. They have like the non-key with the key fob where you're just getting a car and you start it. So she puts it in like her I think it was like in her front pocket, or maybe it was clipped on her belt or something. Same thing. She went to go to the bathroom, pulled her pants down, and no. That's right. It was she went to the bathroom and was pulling her pants up, and her key fob fell out. Like, cause she said she pulled her pants up and like hit the flush button, so it fell in as it was flushing.
Oh no!
It was her only key to the car. Oh, so yes. She's at home, which is like okay, like it doesn't have to get home. Like, so she like immediately calls the dealer, and they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like $250 for a new key.
Oh yeah.
And it's going to take like a week. And she's like,
oh no.
She's like, what?
Oh no.
So my great stepdad comes to the rescue, and he like drains the water in the toilet, takes the whole toilet off, and it actually got clogged in the snake of the toilet, like
the elbow.
Yeah, the elbow. And he fished it out.
Holy
it was
shit.
sitting right there.
At least it was yellow, huh? She ain't pooping there.
Yeah. I don't. She didn't specify, but
man.
So they threw in a bag of rice and it worked fine. And then she bought an extra one anyway.
Yeah. Why did that come with an extra one?
Because it was like, I guess like they don't offer them anymore as extra ones when they're fobs like that.
That's insane.
Right?
You're paying this much for a vehicle. You don't get 2 keys?
Don't even get me started on the amount of shit that we pay so much money for. We don't get what we used to anymore.
Oh. Man, that could be a whole nother episode of this podcast.
It could. All right, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. There we go. Now we're back. Short a little intermission. Stretch our legs and get blood back flowing in our ass cheeks.
Look at chunky milk.
Look at that chunky milk. Don't judge me, Joe.
Chunky ass milk. Jake likes his milk like he likes his women.
Wow!
White and chunky.
It is kind of turning a little yellow. I don't spend a lot of time at my apartment, alright? Leave me alone.
Because he's with his woman.
Yeah. So, back off. Alright, so we'll flip sides. We'll go to my story now. This story is about me and my friends growing up down the road from where I live now at my dad's street, we used to play street hockey all the time. Like, every day after school, religiously. So, my next door neighbor, Mike, notorious cheapskate, never would buy a new hockey stick. Never would buy a new hockey stick. And he, like, grew... Mike,
I feel like he was a child. Why wouldn't his parents?
No.
Buy him a new hockey stick?
We're like 15 at this point when we're playing. He had this hockey stick for like 3 years, and he had this huge growth spurt where he went from like 5'5" to like 6'1". So he's got this little tiny ass offenseman stick that had been ground down to like about an inch wide.
Oh yeah,
like, I'm not kidding. Like,
I know.
We called it the toothpick or the sliver. So.
The plastic street hockey stick.
No, it wasn't plastic. It
wasn't plastic either.
It was the laminated wood ones.
Holy shit!
Yeah, man. So it was a laminated wood one, and he like just refused to get a new one because he's like, "Oh, I had it forever," and like he's like bending over to play with this. So
he gave himself scoliosis.
Pretty much. And he's like the Jolly Green Giant string bean bent over trying to play with this. Looks like a child's stick in his hands. So. We're playing hockey down the street with some friends. Our other friend Tyler's actually using the toothpick stick because Tyler just never brought over his hockey sticks because he's lazy, or he's too busy playing GoldenEye or something.
Good shit.
So we're down there. It's me, Steve, Tyler, and our buddy. I think it was Zach at the time who was playing goalie, and we're playing. And Tyler's just fucking ripping slap shots with the toothpick.
Oh, yeah.
So, Steve likes to get a little aggressive, and he's like, he was a smaller kid still at this time before he had his growth spurt. And so, ripping slap shots. Steve's running around to try and get the puck from behind Tyler, and Tyler winds back, cracks him right in the eye with the sliver in the eye. Ooh. We're like 5 houses down the road from his parents. We're like running him to his parents. He like goes to the doctors, and like he like got scratched in the eye, and like he had to have like a patch on it for a couple of days. But this is the beginning of the story. So he's got the patch on. He's wearing this patch. Like, I'm picturing it now because like he was just miserable. He was so pissed off, and like we ripped on Tyler forever that he blinded Steve and whatever. So like, this is where my aspect of the story comes in. So he gets the patch off, and like he's good to go, and we're hanging out at another friend's house down there. Like we grew up with like 5-6 friends on the same street, all in the same school, just close knit friends. Steve's over there jumping on the trampoline, and we're like throwing the football back and forth. Like, while he's on the trampoline, I'm off the trampoline, like probably like 10-15 yards away, like just chucking the ball at him. Steve like does a drop down and like back to his feet. Mm-hmm. And while he drops down, I lobbed it in, and he comes back up. End of the football, right in the same eye. Right in the same eye. And it just... He's like, what the fuck? He's like, come on.
That's on him, man. That's on him. Get your hands up.
It was no more than like 2-3 days after the patch came off. And he's like, holy shit. Like, it was like the worst week of his life. I don't want to say the worst week of his life because he's had some other issues, but like, it was pretty fucking bad. We went back to his parents' house. He ended up like not even really getting a black eye. What it was like, we're like, shit, we screwed up his eye.
He should have walked around with a freaking face mask on the rest of his life.
Every time we played hockey, after that for a while, he wore a cage mask.
Dude, cage mask. But the thing is, the sliver probably would have gotten through the cage.
It would have gotten through the cage. It would have, because it was that small. It was literally an inch. So like it would have went in.
It was like freaking Arya Stark's sword, man. It was a needle, bro.
Sword. It was. Oh, dude. At one point, it snapped off, and Mike still continued to use it.
Like, love that stick.
I bet you it's like probably in the backyard as a fire poker right now.
Dude.
So like,
he's probably scored so many goals with that thing.
We used to play a lot. Like,
I could picture you being really, really not that good at it.
No, actually, I was I either was a defenseman because I like that was my like take it away, get it away from him, and then like I dabbled in goalie a little bit, and I'm a bigger guy, so I just filled up the net. But then like our buddy Zach came along. He moved in the neighborhood, and he was a small guy, and he was quick, he was fast, he was a great goalie. And then we had like a couple other teams from the neighboring streets that also had kids on that we went to school with, that we would all meet up and play. So like maybe this is a thing like you went with your football stories, I'll go with my hockey stories. Like when we first moved in the neighborhood, we all got we all became friends, and we were playing hockey in my driveway, and my dad comes out because we're all shooting slap shots and all this shit, and we were playing with like the old like hard plastic hockey balls. So my dad comes out and he's ripping slap shots, and I think we were probably like 8 when this one went out. We were like 8. Dad's ripping slap shots. He played football, he played hockey when he was younger. He's a fit man, and just first shot he goes in, and I don't remember who. I think Mike was actually in goal because it was before he hit his.
Wait, he's ripping slap shots at an 8-year-old?
Yeah. So, but we had pads on. We had like actual pads on. But I think Mike was still the tallest kid in the neighborhood and he was also, I think he's 2 years younger than I am. He was taller than everyone in the neighborhood. So he's got these street hockey pads on that come up to like here, like just above the knee, like 2 inches above the knee. So his thighs are just wide open. And I think we had like just a chest pad on, and then
the arms are
open, and it's just
a blocker and a glove
and a stick. So
Mike was wearing a mask.
He was wearing a mask. Mike was a little afraid of my dad, like not like so he sees him ripping these slap shots. My dad rips a slap shot and busts the PVC pipe right out of the back with the ball.
Oh, yeah.
Just shatters it. So he goes downstairs, cuts a new pipe, puts it in, and and that ball, we couldn't find the ball after because it was gone. We couldn't find it. It busted through the back. I'm not kidding. It busted through the back of the net, and so we have like the hard plastic pucks. Like they're just like
with the balls.
No, it didn't have the balls. Those are heavy. Those are heavy. This is just the hollow. They're not like the squishy rubber, but they're the hard plasticky. Yeah. So back then there was 5,000 different types of street hockey shit you could buy. You could buy hockey balls with water in them, so they like didn't come up off the ground so much, and like there's all sorts of shit. So my dad's back out. He's like, he's gonna rip another one with the puck. And it bounces. I'm standing on the yard, like perpendicular to the driveway. So I'm watching him shoot in front of me. Rips one, goes wide, hits off the bike tire, and crushes me in the leg. Just crushes me in the leg, right in the left calf.
Oh, yes.
Welts up immediately.
No, I can't see that welting up. No way.
Welts up immediately, Joe. Next day, just this bruise, this like rectangle of where the puck just collided in and just made and it was so funny because like for years after that, everyone told the story of how like I got crushed by my dad's slap shot because like it hit me and it hurt so bad. I was 8 years old. I like dropped to the ground. It was just like.
You might have shed a tear or something.
I don't remember. I probably did. But like,
you might not have wanted to, but you had no choice.
But like for like years after, everyone's like, "Oh man, remember when Jake got hit in the leg and like it looked like he had a dent there forever?" Because it was like right, like where you got like your little dent in your calf and you flex. It was like right there. So every time like I'd flex, it looked like that's where the dent was. Man. Now you guys played a lot of hockey, didn't you?
Oh yeah.
You got any horror stories from your hockey days?
I mean, we played so much hockey to the point where our parents yelled at us to play other sports.
That's right. Like
we just played hockey nonstop.
If we weren't playing hockey, we were playing kickball in the backyard.
Yeah.
like my yard, Mike's yard, and our neighbor's yard all linked up. They, like back when my grandma lived in the house my dad does, it was a go-kart track back there. It was a go-kart track. Oh. But I was like, she's like, oh yeah, like BLAC wasn't, even built, so there was just land. And I'm like, so we play kickball back there.
Yeah. Well, when we weren't playing street hockey, we were playing ice hockey.
Yeah.
So we're just playing hockey. I don't know, man. We're playing a lot of hockey.
Stop being so active and be active doing something else.
Do something else, man. Come in and play some video games or something.
I'll roll out another story of childhood stuff because this is a lot of it. We used to play everything. We played baseball, kickball, not really soccer. It was never our thing. Yeah. Football in the street. So Mike,
two-hand touch football in the street. They got a little too serious. Started turning into tackle in the street.
We played two-hand touch in the backyard, and that's how I tore my ACL, and my PCL, and my MCL, and my meniscus. Because
your knees made out of fucking styrofoam.
My styrofoam knees. Who's the one that hurt it not actually doing much work at work?
First of all, I was pulling a pallet.
Oh, man, a pallet.
Oh, that could be over 1,000 pounds.
It could be, but I doubt it was.
It was a half pallet of cans.
It's probably like 2 layers of six-packs. But anyway.
Packs.
So, back to... Mike was always... he was always interested in doing stuff that was way over the top. He liked home run derbies, stuff like that. So he got the bright idea the one day to get a golf ball and his aluminum baseball bat. So we're standing.
This is a bad idea.
We're standing in Mike's front yard, which is it's a suburb. It's a house. There's probably like 12 to 15 feet between each house.
Yeah.
Between house.
Enough room for a car.
Yeah, a car and like a small strip of yard on either side.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I'm gonna, and like on the other side of our street is a park, like a playground park. He just throws the golf ball up and tees off with his aluminum baseball. And here go, ting! And it just shoots up like a rocket right over the houses across the street and just into the park. Mike's dad comes running outside and is like, what was that? Mike's like,
Jesus,
I just hit a golf ball with my baseball bat. He goes, you just saw how far it went. He goes, yeah, I ain't gonna do that. It's a golf ball and baseball bat. You basically teed off with a golf club. Which brings another story to mind. Dude, we were horrible. I bet you like the elderly people on our street when we were young hated us. Brandon.
Well, they probably hate the kids more now. But I'm just
There's no kids left on this street. There's like 2.
Oh.
Like we were the last. And like we all moved out. Except for Brandon. Brandon just bought a house down the street on the street we lived on.
That was supposed to be our third Mike.
No.
Not that guy?
No. This is my buddy Brandon I went to high school with. Brendan was supposed to be our third Mike.
Listen, I'm tired of this Brandon and Brendan shit. My wife has a cousin named Brendan, and we first started dating. I called him Brandon, and I got in trouble. It's the same shit.
Brendan was supposed to be our third Mike. He works at a ice cream factory doing repairs. He works overnights. He was too tired. You know, is mayonnaise an instrument?
Like you sound like Eeyore, man. Eeyore.
I was going for Patrick.
It was a more Eeyore than a Patrick.
He was gonna be our third Mike because he's not witty. Sorry, Brendan, if you listen to this, you're not very witty, but you got good voices. He can pull voices out of his ass like crazy. He does a really good Patrick. He does a really good Ren and Stimpy. His Ren is very fucking creepy.
What is it? Oh, Ren, you idiot!
Yeah, it's very creepy, and I don't like when he does it because it makes my insides crawl.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why, but I'm sure when he does come on, he'll do it just to piss me off.
I feel like something happened to you, like when you were a child, and you really tucked it away back there. But that voice has something.
You
to do
know what
with
it was? Is like my mom used to watch Ren and Stimpy all the time. And I was young, so I think it just creeped me out when I was like, I like it now, but like the way his voice, he does it, it's so perfect. Like if you were to put them next to each other, you probably wouldn't know the difference. It's that good. He for a long time he tried to do voiceovers, like he tried to sell his voiceovers and stuff. He's good.
You guys are lucky because I'm really trying to be good. Because I don't want to go too crazy on this podcast, but what's going through my head right now? What I was going to say.
Bring it out. Let's go. Come on.
No, like I was saying anyway. Fuck it. Let's just do it. Yeah. I said, oh, maybe you have something that happened to you in the past that makes you not like that. And it sounds like you were molested during Ren and Stimpy. You were molested by a family member while you were watching Ren and Stimpy, and that just brings it up. You put it in the back of your memory, and you don't know why you hate it, but that's why you hate it, because you were being, touched inappropriately while you were watching Ren and Stimpy, while you were trying to sing along to Log, Log, Log.
What the fuck is Log, Log?
Log, Log, Log. It's a Ren and Stimpy.
I don't remember that.
Oh my! See, molested.
You tell me I blocked it out?
Yes. He was molested during Ren and Stimpy. That's why he doesn't like the voice.
All right. Whatever. So you're an avid golfer.
Yeah.
Okay, so
decent.
I said avid. You go a lot. Doesn't mean you're good.
Yeah, I'm okay.
So I think you grew up the same way I did. Did you golf a lot after school? Like, did you go out with your buddies? No. You didn't pick it up till later?
I golfed when I was young with my dad, then high school came around, I stopped completely, and then I picked it back up again.
I was always interested with golf since I was a little kid. I don't know why. So, when I moved in with my dad, my buddy Brandon up the street, golf all the time. He was on the golf team, whatever. So, like, probably 3...
And this is Brandon or Brendan? Okay.
Brandon.
Being clear.
Yeah.
Brandon was on your street.
Yeah. So, we would go down to Cas Park, or whatever. We'd golf every, probably 3 times a week. We go down there and golf.
Jeez.
And we got home one night after golfing, and he's, shot so good, whatever. We were horrible, whatever. Fucking horrible.
Oh man, I shot an 8 on that par 5.
He'll probably tell you he was fucking phenomenal, but whatever. So we're fooling around, just trying to do like tricks with a golf club, like
Tiger Woods.
Yeah. So Brandon was always the guy to do the dumb thing. He was always the guy to do the dumb thing.
Oh.
We're sitting on his front stoop, and he's got his driver out, and he's like trying to like bounce it, whatever, and he fucking, I don't know, he pulls a tee out of his pocket, tees it up in the front yard, drives it down the street. Down the street, Joe.
This kid's a little asshole.
We were 14, 15. We were
So he should have known not to drive a golf ball down the road.
I'll tell you some other facts about Brandon later off this. I don't want.
He just sounds like he grew up to beat women.
No, he's not a woman beater. He is an asshole, but he's not a woman beater.
He's an asshole.
He's an asshole, but he's not a woman beater. He's a big homophobe, but he's not a woman beater.
He just hates gay people.
But he doesn't beat them.
He just tees off on gay people down the street now.
Brandon's gonna come to my house after this. So he tees up down the street, and there's cars parked on the street.
Oh yeah.
In driveways, and there's no cover in these driveways. Fucking beams the side of a car. He's like, fuck.
What do you think was going to happen? What was the best case scenario on that?
It made like, it literally, because it was like this, it wasn't even like a long drive. It was this, it hit it bounced once.
It was like a freaking worm burner.
Like into the car and then into that person's front yard. Like, and Brandon's like, yeah, we gotta go. Like, so we like just grabbed our shit, threw it in his garage, and went in the house.
See, this reminds me of a story. I didn't intentionally hit a car. Still hit a car.
Wait, is this the one through the window?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it or is it not?
It was Grover Cleveland.
Okay.
Golf course. I was trying to be I was doing a Happy Gilmore swing. Probably shouldn't have done it.
The only person I've ever seen do that successfully is my buddy Ted, and I hate Ted, but Ted's a good friend. I fucking hate him because he's one of those dudes that he He could pick up anything. He's fucking amazing at it. He could pick up, like, name something, and he'll excel at it.
No way.
Or excel, not 6L. You know, sure you know someone like that.
No, all my friends, all my friends suck at everything.
All right, so story.
Oh, I just Happy Gilmore'd it, man. Strong hook right into the street, and it's the long par 5 along Main Street there in Amherst, and I just bounced a couple times in the road.
Okay.
Went right into a car window. Luckily, it was open.
I know
the
you're
window
talking.
was open.
I know what you're talking.
It was so lucky. But at least the guy got a free golf ball out of it.
You didn't go get it?
Fuck no, man. The guy was outside.
Oh, okay. So, I think I told you the same thing when we went golfing at South Park a while ago. That little par 3 over the water.
Yeah, and I almost did the same shit.
You know, but that's where Brandon did the same thing. He teed up with like a 3-wood. Like I said, wrong idea all the time. Tees up with a 3-wood, like bounces it on the edge of the road. Dude's car window's open, bounces in, and I'm like, dude, I think you hit that car. He's like, no way, there's no way I hit that car. Like, he's like, I literally had no downswing, nothing. Just let it coast. You know, we roll up and we're like, he's like, it's probably on the side of the road. You know, we're looking. I'm like, I'm gonna go check that car. It's on the driver's seat of the car. Like, it bounced and just went, boop, right in the seat of his car. Window is down.
So lucky.
Brandon just reaches in and grips the ball.
Lucky. It could have been way worse. I've been hit with the golf ball.
I've not.
By my dad.
I've not. I hit a guy with a golf ball.
Luckily, it was only a pitching wedge shot. So
I think I told you that one, right? Where me and Ted were golfing at Elma Meadows. We were like on the back 9, and this was early days of me golfing with Ted. And literally, Ted taught me bowling and golf to where I am today. Oh,
I mean, you probably were bowling before Ted then.
No.
He's great at everything.
No.
Like,
no.
Hey, let me take you bowling one day, and then he's fucking...
No, we worked at Strikers together.
And bowled at
that's how we met.
First try.
No. We met at Strikers, so we went golfing there. I had some... Oh, excuse me. I had some shitty, like, top flight bag and club set. Drivers shit. They're all hybrid fucking irons for
that's the good stuff.
The low number.
That's the good stuff.
Hate hybrids.
I love hybrids.
So I love how this story kind of mashed into like sports stories, which is kind of cool. But so I'm up there and like I had the worst grandpa swing ever, where it was just like so mechanical and just like everyone was like, did you actually swing it, or did you just, like, what'd you do? So it always...
the club do the work.
Yeah, that's literally what I did. That's what I did. So Ted's finally getting me to really, like, hit it. I barely could drive past, like, maybe 150, 200 yards, just my normal swing. I crushed it, like, 250. And Ted's like, you'll never hit these guys. You'll never hit them. I'm like, I don't know, man. Never hit them. And I hit it, and it one hits... Like, just, it goes, it's like a phenomenal drive, and Ted's just like, oh, shit. He's like, you choose now to hit your best fucking drive I've ever seen you hit. Bounces once, and just drills the guy in the calf. And he just, yelling and screaming, like, what the fuck? No yelling for what? We roll up there with a cart, and Ted's like, this is like his 3rd time golfing, and he's never hit that far, ever. He's like, we're so sorry. We'll buy you some beer.
Gee, that had to hurt a little bit, man.
Oh, dude. It probably hurt as bad as that hockey puck in my leg, if not more.
It had to hurt a tad bit. 'Cause I don't know if you guys know, golf balls are not soft. They're not very soft, okay? If they were soft, they would be called softballs.
Softballs aren't even soft. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I know. That's the
you ever get hit with one of those?
You would think a softball's soft. It's not. Speaking of softball, those girls throw underhand so fast. And I never got the mechanics of it. I don't understand.
Who can get a mechanic of that? That's like I don't want to sound anything, but like women can throw softballs so much better than dudes.
I know.
Like I give them all the props in the world because if you put me on a mound for 6 hours a day indefinitely, my arm would fall off before I could throw a ball like that.
Everything in my shoulder.
My arm would literally be off. I would have like internal decapitation of my shoulder. It'd be gone.
Internal decapitation.
Like it would just hang there like a dead arm. Like
it wouldn't be considered decapitation, would it?
Like no, that's a real thing. Internal decapitation is like.
But that's decapitation is losing your head though. That would be like something else called something else.
All right, you're right. Okay. All right.
Well, that's internal decapitation.
Mr. Vocabulary.
Everything just freaking breaks right here, and it's just your skin holding that shit on.
Whatever.
You're like a fucking Gumby over here.
A Gumby?
This fucking conversation went weird.
This is where it's supposed to go. It's
so weird.
Like, I don't know, man.
You see that guy with the big ass neck?
Yeah, and then
prison photo, the black dude.
Yeah, so now he's like internet famous.
I know.
And he's got like a scrawny white boy, like I don't want to say co-host, but like a counterpart who's got like this long neck that's like literally like 12 inches long.
I saw a video of him getting like a neck massage.
Yeah. So I don't
understand how these people get famous, man.
I don't recall what he got arrested for, but I remember he got arrested in because I actually heard this on a radio show that I listened to that they were talking about him like his neck's so wide. They're like, can he even turn his neck around to look?
It's
like do you think he can actually go like this? Because I don't think so.
Man.
I don't think he can. I don't think he can look at his own shoulder.
He's turning his head like Michael Keaton in Batman, bro.
Where he's like
just whole body movement.
I'm still turning my neck as I'm turning my whole body because like it's. I don't know what.
It's so unnatural not to turn your neck to look at something, but that guy can. I'm telling you right now.
Michael Keaton and Batman. That's a good reference. That's a good one. I don't know.
I don't know who's gonna get it, but
who wouldn't get it?
Hey. We might have some cool folks. You're too cool for that.
You're at the high end of the millennial, and I'm in the middle here. You know, you're 32. I'm 28.
Oh man, don't be putting my age out there yet. I'm not that old, guys. I'm young.
His social is.
You know, the weird shit is he probably fucking knows it. He's a weirdo.
Why the fuck would I know your social?
Exactly. Why the fuck would you know my social?
He's like,
I don't even know mine.
I don't even know your address. I just know where your house is.
It's just know the location.
Actually, your address is probably on my fridge still from... Yeah. No, that's Lamarca. I don't know. I probably threw yours out. Oh, no, I sent it back.
Yeah. Did you?
Yeah, I did. You only had to yell at me for 5 days.
Hey, man. Did you want food at the wedding?
I did. It was damn good food.
Fucking some of the best
shout
food I've ever
Shout out
ate.
to Pearl Street in Buffalo. If any of you guys ever come to Buffalo or live in Buffalo, don't know about it, it's probably you live in a hole if you live here and don't know about it.
Correct. Correct. It's probably one of the more popular breweries in town. You know, if there ain't really much to do in Buffalo, so if you drink, you know Pearl Street, I think. Yeah,
you know what we should do is maybe we should do a
podcast on site?
No.
At Pearl Street?
No. We should do maybe because like I don't drink beer very often, but like maybe a beer or two on a podcast is fine for me. If we can go and grab a different IPA. Like do like a
you can do beer tasting.
No, like on the podcast, like we'll taste a different IPA each week or each episode or whatever, or we can grab a mix pack like a Wegmans or Consumers or whatever.
Yeah. We could do that.
Yeah.
Next time. When we'll load up the tobacco pipe.
Yeah, we can do that too.
Go nuts in here, guys. Real man shit.
Real man shit.
I'm gonna bring the cigars next time.
Go right ahead, man.
I didn't know he let me smoke in the house, so
yeah.
Only cigars.
If my girlfriend rips cigarettes in here all the time, I think you're good.
She's a smoker.
You can use my my sardine can ashtray that I got.
Look at that. I feel like, is that what that was made for?
Yeah, it's an actual ashtray. Like, it's just modeled after fancy. A sardine can.
That's pretty. What's up with sardine cans? You know, Price Right has a shitload of sardines.
It's Price Right, Joe.
I know, but like, who eats sardines?
It's Price Right.
All right.
Like.
All right. Whatever.
There's a lot of food in there that's like they sell whole sugar cane.
Well, yeah. It's all the Puerto Ricans.
If you're gonna tell me your mom uses whole sugar cane, we're gonna march to her house right now because I want her to make something with it because it sounds really good.
No, man.
Because she's gotta like beat it or like put it through like a mangle to like crunch it open.
I'm assuming if you're listening to this, you know this guy. Why does he know stupid shit, man?
Wait, if you're listening to this, you know this guy.
Why does he know how to process sugar cane? Like,
because
I don't know that. Like, what the what?
I know so much of useless information. No other information ever gets stored. Of like, my girlfriend will tell me shit that I need to remember, and it just doesn't get logged. And then, like, she's like, "I told you that the other day."
Yet he can't tell you when his girlfriend's kid has to be picked up, but he can tell you how sugarcane is made.
What do you mean? I know when he's gonna get picked up, you asshole.
This poor kid's waiting for a ride home, and
he's never waited for a ride home ever, you dick.
He's crying on the curb. Have you seen my mom? Have you seen my mom?
He knows his address.
Have you seen Daddy Fisher?
All right, enough of that. God. Oh, Jesus.
Hope your girlfriend don't listen to this one.
She's not gonna.
She thinks we're losers.
She does. She doesn't understand any of what we're doing tonight.
But it's like,
she's like
here and shoot shit, and we'll just record everything we say.
Exactly. And she's like, I don't understand it, but I support it.
Oh, that's a beautiful relationship right there, man.
So
beautiful.
To tie this up, oh, man, I had something. It was like, do you have like going to school? Like lunchtime was like, we're big men. Lunchtime's your favorite time. You got any funny lunchroom stories?
Funny lunchroom stories.
I don't know why. It just popped in my head.
Man,
just popped in my head. I don't know.
I was a little chubby little guy. You know, little chubby little boy.
I don't know. I've seen some pictures of when your mom and dad got married.
I was chubby, but right. I was an entrepreneur as well. Okay.
Entrepreneur.
So
age range here for me. 5, 8,
9. 9.
Okay.
So I go through the line. Chocolate milks cost 50 cents, man. 50 cents for an extra chocolate milk. Well, guess what? I wore sweatpants and I put as many chocolate milks in my pocket as possible, and I sold them for a quarter. I sold them for a quarter. And one day, I got caught. So
hold on. I gotta pause you there. So you're telling me you were a chubby little 9-year-old, which is probably like what?
Chubby little
7th grade?
9-year-old entrepreneur.
I think what you mean is a thief who's trying to fence his product.
There's a big gray area here.
Big gray area. So you're fencing your chocolate milks out of your pants. So you're like selling street meat.
It was pockets. On my pocket.
Okay,
I wasn't like sliding them down my pant leg, you know what I mean?
Okay, so you weren't
pockets.
So you weren't like doing
I wasn't strapping them to the side of my leg or anything. Then it would get warm.
What's that movie where the guy puts the French toast in his pants?
Fucking Road Trip.
Yeah, Road Trip.
Road Trip.
That's what I'm imagining. And you just like open it up and it's like whoop.
No, right. Fit like maybe 3 in each pocket, so it wasn't that crazy. I already had my chocolate milk, you know.
So this is probably like mid 90s.
Oh yeah,
mid 90s. Yeah. You're looking at 95, 96.
Yeah, 96. Yeah.
And you're probably wearing your.
Well, you know, I was a chubby little boy, so they didn't really have jeans, so I wore sweatpants.
I'm just picturing you in these 90s sweatpants with your sneakers on and whatever shirt you guys wore. Which
Bugle Boy.
Bugle Boy? You wore
Bugle Boy.
So it was a
This
collared,
was before
This was a collared shirt with sweatpants?
No, it was Bugle Boy made t-shirts, man.
Oh, I don't know. It's fine.
But this was before I found my urban clothing, where they did make sizes that fit little chubby fuckers. So I wore sweatpants, and the lunch lady just saw me put that one last one in my pocket.
And how many deep were you already?
That was my 6th one. So
6.
She said, "Hey, take that out of your pocket." So I take that out of my pocket. She said, "Do you have any other milks?" And I'm like, "Well, I'm God, yeah." So I take one out, and I take the next one out, and as I'm taking them out, you can see how mad she's getting. And she just says, "Get out of here." So at this point, I made it out with 2.
You made it out with 2? Did you?
Because she made me stop. She's like, "Just go." She was so tired and angry. She said, "Just get out of here."
Oh,
so I only had 2.
You got lunch. You got lunch lady Sally over here in her hairnet.
Yeah,
and just
so angry. Like, act like I stole her milk. Like, it's not your milk. Shut up. Let me do my business.
She's probably pissed off you were stealing the milk because she was gonna steal the milk.
Exactly. Give it to her bum ass kids at home. And then I only made 50 cents that day.
So then you went back and bought a legitimate milk.
What's up? I was a chubby little bastard.
Holy shit.
And then I would go home. At the end of my street, there was a corner store, Getty, ran by Indians. And then I would buy snacks. That's why I got fat. I would make out at school, and I would go home and buy quarter brownies and honey buns and zebra cakes.
Holy shit.
And it was in $1 Arizona tall boy. There's still $1 to this day. That is the best. That shit's crazy. They still sell that for $1.
It's probably because it's all just fucking runoff garbage.
You act like you don't like Arizona iced tea in a can. Arnold Palmer's.
I like it, but it's probably...
Arnie Palmer and Soko. Try it. Good.
You're gonna make me throw up thinking about Soko.
Soko's so good.
It's not. Here.
No one wants your bowling ball Soko.
It's not Soko.
Oh.
It's Jack Daniel's Green Label.
Ooh.
Smoothest fucking shit ever.
Good stuff. So yeah, that's my lunch. That's one of my lunch stories.
All right,
you know.
Save them for another day.
Yeah, man.
But all right, I guess that'll wrap it up. We're here at the little over 1 hour mark. This was I think we're just
interesting.
Yeah, interesting to say the least.
I'm sure the format will change as time goes.
I don't know. I think this format was pretty good. We had our.
I mean, it's not like we're disorganized.
No, we had our stories
good.
We brought to the table, and then we ran with what we did. We didn't really do our current event story that we wanted to do, but it didn't feel right. I don't know. It just didn't feel right.
It's not the day for it. That's all.
You know, you can find us at iTunes and the Android store and anywhere you find podcasts. It will be labeled under This Week in Foolishness for now. Might be changed to Allegedly. I haven't decided yet.
Allegedly This Week in Foolishness.
No, I think I'm just gonna change it to Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I think so. So the happy thing came out of a first episode.
And no animals were injured during the making of this podcast.
No animals were injured, and no one was incriminated. All of Joe's names were changed. Mine were not because I didn't need to.
Oh, who the fuck knows? Is it Brendan or Brandon? I don't know. I still don't know.
No one like potentially allegedly might have gotten killed in my story.
Someone could have got hit with that golf ball. I'm just saying. You
don't
even know where that golf ball landed in the park.
Who the hell knows?
That could have killed somebody.
So you can find us on Twitter at This Week in Foolishness. Just search it. It's there.
Allegedly.
Might be changed to Allegedly by next week. I don't know yet. You guys have yourself a wonderful week.
Bye.
Bye.